everyone, today we are starting a brand new series. This page here, now this is from Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and this is the page with all the gemstones on. There are 15. We're going to do one a day. They are going to be probably slightly shorter videos because they're quite a small area, but I thought it would give me time to show you techniques for gemstones and things like that, and for us to have a proper go at it, and you know, and we've got the floral aspect of it as well. Oops, dropped my remote control. Let's come in nice and closely to our very first one. There we go. Now we're going to concentrate on the gemstone first and then look at the florals after. I'm using Polychromos because most of them are quite transparent in their colour, and I find that works better for a gemstone, although I brought some books through with me to do some from, to get some ideas from, and those use Prismacolor, but I'm going to be using Polychromos, so that's what I'm doing. Now this first one, I thought we would start off with some pinks, and I'll show you. This one I'm just going to do myself. I'm not going to use a book. Now because I've looked at books and techniques before, then I've got ideas that I carry over from books, but this is going to be sort of my own sort of thing. So I'm starting with a middle purple pink, okay, and I'm looking at the shape of my gemstone and thinking this piece here in the middle is facing me. These two I think are sort of around the corner a bit. So because this is facing me, and I'm going to make it as if the light is hitting it straight on. So I'll show you how I'm just going to do this front face. So I'm going to put some colour into the corner, and this is going to be quite saturated here. And then as I come out from the corner, I'm going to do less like this. I'm just going to tidy up this edge where I haven't hit the black line. I want to make sure we're right there, like that. Then I'm going to start at the bottom and do the same thing. So I've got this sort of angle like this, and I'm trying to do the same angle from both sides. And you can see this looks like there might be a line of light across here. So I'm going to just darken up a little bit in places and tidy it up a bit. Now the best way to make this look like shine, I find, is to make the darkest areas look really dark. Now this colour isn't particularly dark. We're going to add a second colour to it to darken these areas later, but we're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to do the other faces first with this colour. So we're going to use all of this colour first, then we'll come in with some darker colours. Now this side, because I feel that this bit is further away than this bit, then I'm going to colour this bit darker. So this is where I'm going to start with my darkest colour, like that, and I'm going to sort of fade it towards this line here. Now these flowers are getting in our way, but it's okay. You could take it slowly and just try to have a minimal amount here, like that. Now I know this isn't a Christmassy page. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm not going to worry about it looking exactly symmetrical, but just the same sort of effort, should we say. But I thought gemstones were reasonably Christmassy because they've got some shine and sparkle, and I've been promising to do you this page. I also wanted something a little bit shorter. I don't know if they are going to be shorter. I think maybe this first one might be a bit longer and more detailed, and as I get into it and as you get into it, then I won't need to explain everything quite so much. Now thinking about these here, now I'm trying to imagine, which I find very hard, what direction they're facing, and I feel that this line here is the closest bit to us. I feel this would be sloping away from us, and maybe this is sort of chipped in like a facet. I think that's the right word. So I think what I'm going to do is, because this bit's further away and this bit, I'm going to make this whole edge here darker and then lighten it towards here like that. And then I'm just going to do the opposite on the opposite side, like that. And then this one I'm going to fade towards the base like that. And these two, yeah, I think I might make them look dark in there, and so that it looks like they're sort of chipped in. It's a bit dark, but we'll see how it pans out like that. Now I want to go for a darker purple, purple pink colour. I think I'm going to use this red violet. It's quite dark, isn't it? And I'm just going to go back through all of our areas and go over the darkest bits with a bit of this to really emphasize that dark thing. You want to blend it in as best you can, just a little bit down there. And sort of layer it up a bit. Think about the direction of your stroke, like here. I think that keeping that diagonal is quite important. And then here where it's darkest in this corner. Now remember that you can come back with your original colour and blend this in a bit if necessary, but I'm going to go one darker yet. I need some black. Now, I didn't used to use black on gemstones. I used to think it was a bit scary and dirty, but if you're careful it can be very effective because it creates a sort of shadowy area which can make the contrast between the light and the dark on your gemstone huge. Can you see the difference there? And we'll do the same on this corner. And you don't need a lot, just a few little areas can make quite the difference. There we go. Now I'm going to go back to my original pink, my middle purple pink, and I'm going to blend these areas in a little bit. So where I've added the darker pen, to just go pencil, sorry, just go over it a bit and just make sure it sort of fades out a bit. It just helps to settle it in, I think. And the final stage is to add some white pen. I think we'll do that now, even though we've still got our florals to do, just to demo it really. Now, oh, where is it? Now you could white out the whole of the edge of the gemstone. That's one option. I'm not going to do that because where we've got a very dark line here, it's quite effective in and down here. It helps to emphasize that that's dark. However, here, this edge here in the middle here, I think it would be catching the light. So I feel like I want it muted down. Now if you don't have a white pen, you can use a white pencil to go over them and it will just fade them a tad. And a bit here, yeah, I think here, and just there where the light will catch on the top like that. So we've just put a few lighter bits in. Now what you can do as well is add some dots and lines and things like that into the gem to make it look glowy, but I don't necessarily bother with that very much. Now flowers, let's have a look. I'm going to do a slightly different colour, but I think we might stick with the pinky shades. I'm just going to wipe my nose and have a think. Sorry. Yeah, I think if we go for the, yeah, we'll go for these three, I think. Yeah. So I'll start, just find my sharp one. Whoops, with the Pink Madder Lake. I think it will work with this colour scheme. Here's our Pink Madder Lake. And I'm going to do the lighter bits of floral, that. So here, I'm just going to fade it towards the tip. Now the florals aren't our main star in this picture. It should be all about the gemstone, but that's no reason why we can't make them look cute and pretty, you know. There's another one here, isn't there? And I think they can help to finish it off. And if you're not confident in your gemstone, you can, but you're confident in your flowers, then you can make them stand out so that the gemstone isn't so much a part of the picture, I suppose. Fuchsia. I'm going to do the centres, so I'm going to make them darker on the edge, a bit lighter in the middle. I know some of you really don't like pink flower middles. I'm going to, now I think this one and this one, I think these three are the same flower. I'm still using my fuchsia, and I'm going to do the base of the petals with this. Yeah, I know some of you don't like doing a pink middle, you know, the same colour, but I'm going to use some white pen in the middle of it later. Just a bit worried about smudging it. Now tomorrow I will probably use a book as a guide for the gemstone. I'll show you as well the books that I use, so that if you want a book, then you can grab it. You may already have them, but you can grab it if you want it. Put it on your Christmas list. Very good book. Right, last one is the light purple pink. We've got a lot of pink, haven't we? I'm not liking all these pinks. You know me. Ugh, pink. Right, so I'm going to go over what I've done already in the fuchsia and just extend that up to the tip of our flower. My kids are having a right old loud discussion in the kitchen. One of them's decided he's having a day off today. It's a Friday. Everyone's home on a Friday. He's decided he's having a day off. Other son is he's doing some work this morning and doing some work for his YouTube channel this afternoon. So husband's writing his Christmas cards, playing Christmas music. I've got to go and post some cards. I'm hoping he'll get his, he's got a couple to do that need posting. I'm hoping he'll get them done soon. I'll pop out to the post before it starts raining. It's really dry at the moment. It looks lovely, but we'll forecast sort of rains and wind and storm later. Don't know what to do for the middle. Maybe I'll go light. This is the Pink Madder Lake. Now, leaves would do now. I'm thinking this shade. I'll keep you in suspense while I sharpen it. I'm thinking leaf green for the stems and part of the base, and then the bottom of the leaves. Now I want to fade this off so that I can add a lighter colour. Now something about gemstones is if you want them to look really glittery, you can use a glitter pen on top of them. Now you can just fill the whole thing with glitter pen, but because we've got these lines and facets and whatever, it would look, you would cover those over, or you'd have to colour around them. What I prefer to do is colour them in pencil like I've done, and then I could get my this jelly roll number 700, which is just a clear gel with glitter over the top to make it really sparkly. I'm actually not going to put glitter on these because it gets everywhere, and I sort of prefer not to, but if you want lots of glitter, go for it. Now the rest of my leaves are going to be done with the light green, which again needs sharpening. There's the right side. To show you the barcode, that'll do. So just take the colour to the tip of the leaf. Keeping it all really simple today. Simple and fun. Yeah, as I say, I will do a few from books as well, just to show you some different techniques. I will choose one. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing on the flowers before I'm going to use the red violet that we used for our gemstone. It's a good dark pink colour, and then I'm going to put some white pen on. So I'm thinking down here that where this overlaps, we can just put a little bit, and down here. Some people would do a lot more and it would look amazing, but I just like to do a little tad. If I do too much, it takes too long and I run out of patience, I'm afraid. I'll do a bit on the gemstone. There we go. I don't know why I was holding my breath then. Just all around. Yeah, I was going to go out today later on, but it's supposed to be, the storm's coming in, so I'm thinking I best not leave it too late. Right, white pen. First of all, the centres of these little ones, they'll be completely transformed, so you won't really see the pink that's under there anyway. This one, whoops, going to do a bit more around there, I think. I don't know how I'm getting these really fine dots. I think the end must be blocked. I'm quite liking that. Now these, I think I might just put a few larger dots up the side of the big petal. I don't know why I'm doing too much, but yeah. I'm just fiddling. There we go. Okay. Right, there is that one. I'm going to make that do for that one. As I say, if you wish, you can go over it with a glitter pen, but I'm just going to leave it like that, shining away. You can also, if you want to, put some white pen in these gaps, because the paper isn't white, but I think it looks fine without it. If you mistakenly colour something, then you can put white over it, but once you put a bit of white in, you need to put a bit more. But as I say, I'm happy with how it is. So thank you for watching today. I hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.